A few weeks ago, I did a video on the movie Idiocracy, but I think there are a few more points I just want to touch on about it because I think it does. I think if you dig deep enough, it kind of does get rooted in the same kinds of problems and the same kinds of things that I discuss in my own writing. And one thing you'll notice, and this is kind of a paradox in the movie Idiocracy, is that the people who are pro-authoritarian, the people who live in this kind of blind, seemingly carefree but stupor, where everything is they don't really have to think about anything, and there's no room for any kind of intellectual progression or any questions, any real skepticism. Everybody has to basically conform, even if that's not really made totally explicit. That's always the implication. That people who are pro-authoritarian, a lot of their behaviors will still mimic the stereotypes of people who can be anti-authoritarian, which is the kind of the sexual, I guess the combination of being sexually provocative, seemingly anti-education, crass, sort of rough around the edges. But the interesting thing is that both these stereotypes, being pro and anti-authoritarian, both of them, I think they root back to the same thing because they both serve the same purpose. Like if the state were trying to create the type of person that was trying to keep people in line and make sure that they didn't become too clever, too strong, that's exactly who they would try to create, is this little puppy that runs around and behaves like a fool, and it's amusing to them, and they can basically get away with more things, and I think that would be definitely something I think to explore more in my own book series.